China has passed a new law that gives the ruling Communist Party more control over foreign policy. The law, which takes effect on July 1st, threatens to punish entities that act in ways detrimental to China's interests, but does not specify which lines should not be crossed. Experts say the law underscores China's aggressive diplomacy and could lead to more pushback from other governments. The law also puts in writing for the first time that it is the Communist Party, instead of the state, that directs foreign policy, which represents a further consolidation of power for President Xi Jinping. Pakistan has reached a staff-level agreement with the IMF over $3 billion of funding. The deal, which still needs to be approved by the IMF's board, comes after an 8-month delay. Pakistan's economy has been struggling for years and has been pushed to the brink by a global energy crisis and devastating floods. The $3 billion of funding will be spread over 9 months and is higher than expected. The deal gives Pakistan the economic breathing room it needs, but it remains to be seen if the country can use it to pivot from immediate relief to a long-term recovery. A 57-year-old woman in Bangkok had to have her left leg amputated after it got stuck in a moving walkway at Don Mueang Airport. The woman was on her way to board a flight when she tripped over her suitcase and fell, causing her leg to get caught in the walkway. Rescuers were unable to free her leg without amputating it. The woman's family is shocked and worried about her mental health after the surgery. The airport has said that they are deeply saddened by the incident and will compensate the woman for her injuries. They have also said that they will investigate the cause of the accident and may speed up the process of replacing old travelators at the airport. Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen has quit Facebook after the platform's oversight board recommended he be suspended for 6 months for inciting violence against his political opponents. Hun Sen has since moved to TikTok and Telegram, which are less likely to restrict his content. Hun Sen's exit from Facebook is seen as a face-off between big tech and a dictator over human rights issues. Some users in Cambodia have warned that blocking Facebook would worsen ties with the West and benefit corrupt officials. The U.S. military believes that a Chinese balloon that flew over the U.S. and Canada in February did not collect any intelligence. The balloon was shot down by a U.S. fighter jet, but debris from the balloon was later retrieved and is being analyzed by U.S. intelligence agencies. The U.S. says it took steps to mitigate the balloon's ability to collect intelligence, and that these efforts may have contributed to the balloon's failure to gather sensitive information. The incident caused a strain between the U.S. and China, but Secretary of State Antony Blinken's recent trip to Beijing suggests that relations between the two countries are improving. Unarmed women in Manipur, a northeastern state of India, are protesting against the ongoing ethnic violence between the majority Métis and tribal Kuki communities. The violence has left more than 100 dead and displaced some 60,000 people. The women are demanding an end to the conflict and are confronting soldiers who are deployed in the area. Petrofac, an oilfield services firm, has been awarded a $700 million contract by ADNOC to undertake work at the Habshan complex. The contract involves the engineering, procurement, and construction of a new gas compressor plant. The announcement came as Russia delivered less gas to Europe, which could lead to higher energy prices and could also have a knock-on effect on European economies. The contract awarded to Petrofac is a significant development for the company and a sign of the growing demand for oil and gas services in the Middle East. Aspartame, a widely used artificial sweetener, is said to be classified as possibly carcinogenic to humans by the World Health Organization's Cancer Research Arm. The decision is based on an assessment of 1,300 studies, but the food industry and regulators have criticized the IARC's findings, saying they are not based on sound science. The IARC's ruling is not expected to change the status of aspartame, which is currently authorized for use globally by regulators. However, it is likely to reignite debate over the safety of artificial sweeteners. More than 100 people have died in Mexico due to extreme heat in June. The highest number of deaths, 64, have occurred in the Mexican state of Nuevo León. The Mexican Ministry of Health says that heat stroke and dehydration were the causes of death. The average temperature across Mexico this summer has been 30 to 45 degrees. The Mexican Ministry of Health also says another heat wave is likely from July 1st. Blue Marble Private Expeditions, a company that offers Titanic shipwreck tours, has announced 2 new trips to the wreck. The trips, which will take place in June 2024, will cost $250,000 per person. The company has come under fire for announcing the trips so soon after a submarine accident that killed 5 passengers in 2023. The submarine, which was operated by Blue Marble, sank after an explosion at a depth of 12,500 feet. The company has suspended its sea voyages indefinitely following the accident.